the Lord actually wants us to use good business strategies. He gave us wisdom. There's wisdom in a multitude of counselors. There's actually ways that we can help others that will help us, and be intentional in a way that kind of puts ourselves out there, but has great rewards. And I want to teach those to you today, because I have successfully started multiple businesses, both in person and online. There are some simple strategies that I've implemented that have given me amazing grand openings like I have never seen before, both in person and digitally. And I want to give them to you today so that your business can also have an amazing launch, because I believe that God has enjoyable income for you, and that He wants you out of the 9-to-5 and the grind, and He wants you to be able to live the life that you've dreamed of with Him. I'm Jenny. Welcome to my channel. Let's talk. Okay, if I were mentoring you and wanted to help you create an amazing launch for your company, this is exactly what I would tell you to do. But it's not because I haven't done this before. I've had some of the biggest, most successful in-person grand openings, even in a small rural town in Texas. And same thing with digital things. And it all has one basic thing that I feel like is so Christ-like and so Christian that most people don't think about doing this. This could be a successful launch for any business. Let me share you my secrets. And it has about 3 layers that really need to be done well in order to be successful. Marketing is simply teaching people what you can do for them and how to use you and your businesses in a way that helps them. You have got to take really good pictures. It doesn't matter if it is a digital product, because the people still want to buy the product behind the person. They still want to buy into a story. That's one of the most effective strategies. They said that Thai Beanie Babies never sold very many at all until he started giving each Beanie Baby a name and a birth date. And then they started selling it crazy. He just simply added story to it. And so even if you're selling something digital, I would highly suggest that you get some professional pictures of you or your team or your home, your family, to still use in your marketing. And not just photos, but videography. And this can be done well just with an iPhone and well-lit areas. Don't do grimy, dingy photos that are out of focus, that are hard to see, or videos that are just really poorly lit or have really cluttered backgrounds. Like, you want things to be bright and clean and airy, because first impressions really do matter. If I was gonna do your hair and you show up at my salon and it was dirty and I looked like a homeless person, needless to say, it would be a very bad first impression compared to if you showed up to a beautifully decorated, well-lit, luxurious salon and I looked professional and impressive. It would just have a world of difference. Well, it's the same thing with online. It's the same thing with digital. You have to represent your business well, and the best way to do that is with good imagery. And if you are not good at that, then I tell you it is so worth either investing in good videography and photos, or trading services or products with a photographer, videographer, so that you can get those done, because you have to have those for your marketing. Step number 1 is that you need to understand what your business is about and how it can help others. And if it's something new that's never been done before, then you just have to understand that you're really gonna have to teach people what it is that you do and how you can help them. Like for my micro venue, I taught people, hey, you don't have to have baby showers in your neighborhood where you're trying to find parking. You can have it at this beautiful downtown location with these white walls and this easy to decorate and clean space, and we'll do the cleaning for you. You just do the invites, right? Or if you have a small business, then you can come and rent from us for $100 for the whole month and have a membership where you can use our space 2 or 3 times a week to teach your classes or to do client meetings or to do photo shoots. And so I literally just had to teach people how to use my space and then teach them the benefits. Hey, if you're a small business owner, you don't have to have a brick and mortar. You're not having to pay for taxes and insurance and utilities and rent and all the things. You can rent from me for a fraction of the cost. So you basically just teach people why you are saving them money and how you can help them and help their business or help their situation, right? The other thing is that to have a successful launch, you really need to raise awareness. And the way that you're going to raise awareness, but you're going to do it in a specific way. You're going to think about one of 2 things, either people that are your ideal client. Like if it was for the micro venue, I might be aiming at like middle-aged women that I knew were going to be entrepreneurs or having baby showers or wedding showers, right? And so I would know that that's the type of women that I wanted to follow me. And so I might reach out to people with large social media followings in my area and offer them a free rental. Like if they, in the beginning, I would offer like photographers that had good clienteles a free rental to come use the eucalyptus room so that they could see the lighting, they could experience. And then I also knew that their pictures were going to go out on social media and other people would see the eucalyptus room and that it would be tagged and people would start following it, right? And so that was going to get the word out. So I'm helping them by giving them a free offering, but it's worth it for me. And then for them, it's worth it because now they get a beautiful, clean, well-lit space to do some photography and they just have to tag me on the photos and then I'm getting free publicity, right? And so how can I help someone that they can also help me is basically what you're asking yourself. So you're asking where's my ideal client? Like who do I really want to service? And then how can I reach those people in a way that's effective? Like if I was opening a cigar bar for middle-aged men, then I would have reached out to a completely different type of person. I might have partnered with a fine craft beer company that I knew needed some advertising space and invited them into my cigar lounge to take pictures because I knew that a lot of my ideal clients followed them and that they would see the lounge. Or, you're thinking about who your ideal client is. Like, is it a homeschool mom? Is it a businessman? Is it a grandparent? And then you're thinking, what type of other types of accounts do these people follow? And then how can I find accounts that are that size and then give them some sort of offering or publicity or kickback so that they will in turn help also make me known to other people. If you have a brick and mortar, there's a very simple way to do this. And what I did is I decided to launch the eucalyptus room on one of the most high traffic times of the month for our small downtown area, which was Women's Night. It's whenever I think they offer like wine and some different locations. And so the women stroll and they shop and the shops are open later and then they're getting the wine or whatever. Well, I decided that I would do it on Women's Night because it's the highest traffic of the month. And then I would do a small collective where I invite different businesses that don't have brick and mortars to come in and set up almost like a mini fair. And they would each have their own little booth inside my venue. But I specifically picked businesses that were in my avatar that were going to appeal to the women that I was trying to reach. I also asked each one of them to bring an item for a food bar and an item to give away in our gift basket. So then I took all those items and I did beautiful photography of the gift basket. It was like $250 worth of stuff. And then I advertised and I also required all of my people inside my fair to advertise that one lucky person that came in would get to receive this $250 gift basket. Everyone that enters gets to be entered into the drawing, and everyone that comes in will also get a free gift. I went on Amazon and bought 100 of those face masks, like the Korean face masks or whatever. So every woman that came in got a free gift, just like promised. They got entered to win the $250 gift basket, which was beautiful. And I also advertised that there was going to be a free charcuterie board there. And so all my different vendors brought the different parts so that we have this beautiful charcuterie table of availability for the people to eat. So they got food, they got a free gift, they got to enter into a prize. And all that was advertised on all of my vendors. I had about 5 or 6 different vendors, all of their social medias, because that was part of them getting to come. In exchange for being a vendor, they had to promise to post these things, agree to participate in the giveaway and the food. And so that's something that you could do is you could think about, if I'm going to launch something digitally and I'm going to I want to promote other people. Maybe I'm going to go online and I'm going to partner with a photographer that caters to my niche. I'm going to maybe some sort of food that would go along with my niche that my people would, if it's for a fitness group, then you're going to go partner with like a healthy food brand. If you're going for like a party room or something, then you're going to partner with like a cake or cookie decorator, and then maybe you're going to partner with a photographer that does a lot of people that would be your ideal client. And then maybe you're going to partner with maybe some famous like puppies in the area that have a big social media following. You're going to invite them in for a photo shoot, and they're going to be eating the cupcake that whatever, you know what I mean? So you're just going to try and get 5 or 6 different people together collectively to do something to digitally launch whatever your business is. Like, say that I want to do like a women's journal, then I'm going to send out this women's journal. I'm going to contact, a few dozen people inside my niche, women that are Christians in my genre, and I'm going to ask them if I can send them out my journal in exchange for them giving a review on their channel about my journal. And so I'm going to send, when I get the replies back and a few people say yes, then I'm going to send them out. And then I'm just going to ask them to tag me in their Instagram story or mention me on a post and tag me below. And so then your social media following that has 0 followers now will start getting other people, letting them know about you. A way that you can do this in person is if in your town you have something like another business that has a really robust mailing list, and it would be a similar clientele, or even if it's like a museum or something in your town that has a nice mailer list, you can go to them and you say to them, hey, I would love to pay for you to send out mailers to your client to promote your next event. If you could also just include a mention of me and my new space that has opened. Or if it's a specific event, like for the Eucalyptus Room launch, I offered another business in town, which I knew had a great mailing list, that very thing. And I asked them, hey, I know you're going to be sending out these mailers. I'd love to pay for them for you. Could you just mention my grand opening across the street? They said, yeah, it worked out great. There were so many people at my grand opening. It was literally door to door. But this method doesn't, like I said, doesn't just work with in person. The same concept also works digitally. If Mother's Day is coming up and maybe you own a florist company, maybe you partner with a photographer, a cookie creator, a jeweler, and you put together a package that would be a gift for mom. You take beautiful pictures of it, and in exchange, everyone that participates also has to tag each other in this digital giveaway. And so they all have to agree to post it. And so now you're posting on your channel, but then also these 5 other channels with their different follower counts are posting on their channels, and then they're tagging all of you. And so now all of their people are exposed to you and to your business. This works with local businesses. This works with worldwide businesses. Maybe you do a book collective where you meet with other people and you'll all decide that you are going to review and support each other's books as authors. And so you are going to do like a 5-month series, and 1 book each month will be agreed to be shared by the other group. And so now this author with 1,000 followers, and this one with 2,000, and this with 1,300, and this with 1,700 or whatever, are all sharing each other. So then everyone gets to share and gets to get followers that are like-minded from each other's following groups. So it's literally, I'm helping you as you help me. I feel like that's one of the best ways to launch a new business. So first and foremost, how can you drive traffic? What can you do to get people in the door by offering them freebies or to participate in big giveaways? And then how can you invite other people and other businesses into that where it would benefit them, give them more exposure, give them the ability to be followed by other people's followings? This can be in person or this can be digitally. But it just needs to be done in a way that there is clarity, that everyone understands what they're getting into, what they're signing up for, and what's expected of them from the beginning. That everyone knows that they have to share this post and share this description and be able to tag one another, and in order to be able to participate in this collaboration that will drive up. Now, you as the new company with the lowest social media group would probably need to give the most amount to the gift basket, or something that would really help or benefit them. Maybe you're the one that's creating the reels, that's filming everything, that's going to pay for the shipping or whatever it is. But you as the new business are going to be the one that's doing the brunt of the work and supporting the brunt of the project that's going to benefit the marketing for everyone, so that everyone wants to participate. And then last but not least, being able to offer someone something, whether it's in person or digitally, that would help them. Maybe it's a freebie. Maybe it's a kickback or a portion of your sales. Maybe it's to pay for their mailers or to give them something in exchange, them marketing themselves and also mentioning you or promoting you in some sort of way. And so these different strategies are so helpful and they're so simple. You just have to apply it to your avatar, to who you're reaching and what you're wanting to do for them. And then once you start getting your following in your social media, you're going to start educating people so that they understand how you can help them and how your products or your services or your business will benefit them in their lives. And it's as simple as that. I believe as Christians, we can have a wildly successful business launch, and this is one of the best ways to do it. I outlined these things in a free PDF below. You can check it out.